Ooh,
Oh my goodness.
self-sex service.
I am Hayzelgreene, an inquisitive, unapologetic, voluptuous introvert who blooms and blossoms behind closed doors. This is my podcast, a platform where I will discuss my writings and where I will bring to light conversations with my good girlfriends, sisters, brothers, and homeboys about love, life, music, and most importantly, sex. So leave your judgment at the door and welcome to Hanging Out with Hayzel.
It's Hayzel, baby.
Episode 1, the prequel, Self-Sex Service. Is that you pleasing yourself?
That is
Oh my goodness.
self-sex service, the SSS.
I'm not for sure if I heard it quite like that.
Yeah. Self-sex service could take a lot of different forms. An initiation on like creating healthy bonds and relationship gardening. You have to learn how to first love yourself, please yourself, service yourself, so that when you are creating a bond with somebody, you can say, hey, don't handle me like that. Like, that doesn't excite me. And I kind of learned like my own personal love language. I knew that if you wanted to talk to me, and I was saying it's like even for like an intimate partner thing, babe, hey, if you want to talk to me, touch my shoulder. Knowing your love language is knowing your own personal self-sex service. Like, how do you service yourself? What's your love language? How do you speak? How do you receive? Self-sex services take a lot of different forms. Even when we talk about like masturbation, semen retention, or you know what I mean. And I don't know what would you call it in a woman form. Maybe I think they call it sustaining. I think everybody calls it sustaining, but I think women call it. I don't know what it would be in a woman form, because it wouldn't be like semen retention. Would it be orgasm retention? I don't know.
Well, that absolutely is a good one. I think I need to investigate what is it really, because
right. What would you call it?
I never thought about it. So like I said, when I read your text message, I was thinking about masturbation. Men pleasure themselves. Well, you know what? I can't say I know how men pleasure themselves, and maybe you will enlighten me, cause
okay. Yeah, this is some self-sex service things, like, because this is the way, like, and yeah, you would naturally think, like, even when you say it, like, self-sex service, oh yeah, masturbation, but, like, masturbation is, like, the last on the list. Like, working out in the gym probably don't consider self-sex service. Self-sex service, like, when you go to the gym, it's nothing but, like, this stank sexual energy in that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
It's a self-sex service place. It's a what people in there doing? Grunting, sweating, you know what I'm saying? They naked, you know what I'm saying? Nakedness, bare nakedness. Let's just think about it in the sensuality of it, right? The sensuality of it, right? It's people in here sweating, grunting, half naked, in a sweat stank box, right?
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
So this is a self-sex service. Yoga. You know what I mean? Doing yoga, very, very intimate, very, very sensual, very, very sexual. This is a self-sex service place. You know what I mean? Stretch. You know what I mean? You even go in some places, people have orgasms while they doing yoga.
Really?
Yeah. Yoga.
I guess that's being in tune with your body.
Yeah, it's like stretching your body a certain type of way. It's like orgasmic. It's dancing, like dance class. And now they got all type of erotic dance class. But a dance class is also a place where people are little bitty clothes. I mean, like when you go to yoga, you got on yoga pants. You know what I mean? That's it. You don't have on like underwear or nothing. You're like almost naked. Dance clothes, almost naked dance class. You're like thrusting your pelvis, shaking your body and moving and gyrating your energy in all type of sexual ways. You're sweating, you're being aroused. You know what I'm saying? It's a form of self-sex service.
Okay.
It doesn't involve anybody else, right? The way that you please yourself and you get that sexual energy out. Another self-sex service that I love doing is the hot tub.
Is what?
The hot tub.
The hot tub.
Hot tub steam room. Like the steam room and the hot tub is self-sex service.
Okay.
You're like pretty much naked. You know what I mean? And it like pulls like this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
oh God. Okay, yeah. So I know.
And you even stand like,
you're sweating.
Yes, I'm sweating. My body is free. I'm naked almost. I probably got on like underwear or something like, and I'm just like, yeah,
relaxing.
Totally, yeah, orgasmic.
Orgasmic.
It's sensual, definitely. It's definitely orgasmic. These are some forms of self-sex service.
Got it. Working out, sauna, hot tub,
yoga, dance class. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I kind of put yoga and dance class with the working out part, but they should be separate.
Well, I think that, stretching and actually physically working out should be separate. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. So that's pretty much 4 things. Is there anything else that helps with the self-sex service that is not actually touching yourself?
Okay, how about grooming yourself? Going to get your feet done, nails done, haircut, salon. This is another self-sex service that you do because it makes you feel good internally to get these things done.
Okay,
so you feel good after that, getting your feet done, like getting your feet like scrubbed. Well, it do involve somebody actually touching you, but it can also be, quite orgasmic, and it's the reason why people do it. People are kind of like even addicted to getting, a haircut. Think about how, men, we get our haircut, we hop off, we like, yeah, I'm about to take a picture.
Fresh to death.
Yeah, fresh to life. What's going on? Hello. What's up, baby? I'm trying to knock them off,
Okay. Okay, popping collars.
Yeah. That popping everything, baby. Ain't nothing going for it. You feel me?
Okay.
I walk in the room, everybody sit down. You feel me?
I know. Heads turn.
Yeah. 360, the exorcist.
Oh, well, that's deep. Okay.
But this is the type of confidence that you feel from self-sex service. And this is why self-sex service is so important when you're creating a bond with any person. You know what I'm saying? But the first bond that you have to have is with yourself, and then you have to do the things that please you. It's like one of the things I said, like, why I knew, like, where I had messed up in my relationship. And as I look back at some of, like, my old, like, pictures and videos, I was like, there's no way possible that my partner was attracted to me. I had this stupid-looking beard. I was definitely overworking myself. My eyes was looking all crazy. I really wasn't taking care of myself. I was like, I was looking at some of my old stuff. I said, there's no way she was attracted to me. I wonder why she cheated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have cheated on you.
No. I don't think that was why. I don't think that's why.
It's definitely why. If you're looking at your partner and they're not taking no self-sex service is being going on, they not taking care of themselves, you kind of lose respect for them. You like, this person not taking care of themselves.
Yeah, but I know you, and I know even if you had a rough patch, you didn't stay long. You didn't stay down long, so...
Hell no, because once somebody starts cheating and pouring your energy that you pouring into them, into other people, you become drained. And so this, you be like, damn, what's this draining energy? You know what I'm saying? And then shit starts to dawn on you as the disconnect continue to happen. I came in, I just laid in the bed one way, and she came in and laid in the bed the opposite way. And we laid like that for months.
Oh, that's deep.
And nobody said, no, this is the deep shit, right? Nobody said anything. I'm laying one way, head to feet. You laying the other way. We slept like this for months. Nobody said anything. What's going on with nobody said nothing.
So why didn't you say anything? Now, you can't speak for her, but why didn't you say anything?
Why didn't I say anything? I was saying stuff to
Why?
I said things to myself. You know what I'm saying? I said things to myself like, it's over. Why I didn't say anything to her? I don't know. But I knew in my heart, like, it's over. Whatever it is over. I had many times. I did. I had the courage. What's going on? This ain't working.
Oh,
This ain't gonna work.
wow.
I'm trying to find myself. I don't want to be in this anymore. What you gonna do?
Is that it's not you, it's me?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not you, it's me. And I said this though last year. I said you should just boom. You know? And she took a sabbatical from what she was doing and all this. I said, why don't you just go out? Why don't you just go on the road? Why don't you just move out of town? Why don't I get an apartment? Why don't I move out so you can have this to yourself? Why don't I just move so that we can preserve our friendship at least? Because you never been alone. Why don't you hit your baby father up and see if he can get your child, and we just leave you to yourself so you can figure you out where you are right now? No, I'm good. Nobody likes to admit when they need help. This is really why it's like we can't go backwards, because when the opportunity is available for you to be truthful and stand on that shit, stand on what you need to talk about so that we can get past it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like after this shit go over and then the person survived the traumatic experience that was caused, then most people want to come back to them like, oh, you know what? I want to talk about it. I ain't got shit to talk about right now because I don't want to know.
But
no
it's
more.
called
Like,
closure. It's called closure.
No, I don't need closure. No, closure is you coming to tell me about everything that happened and what was going on. I don't give a fuck about that. Like, why would I even want to torture myself with your traumatic experience right now when I'm happy? I don't want to hear about what was going on, whatever you was hiding from me, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't got. I don't need it. The closure is you betrayed. Your closure was when you betrayed our trust. That's the closure. No, it's nothing to talk about.
Wow.
After that, you feel like it is?
Hey.
I'm asking you a personal question. Do you feel like it's something to talk about? Once they betray your trust, what's to talk about?
I mean,
that's the closure.
Yeah, I get it, but sometimes I do want to know. I mean, I do want to know because for me.
Hey, Hayzelgreene.
Yes.
Please tell me. Are you about to tell me why do you want to know?
It depends on what was going on, but sometimes I want to know so I know how to kind of better myself, depending on what it is. Again, like you said, it might be something very, very simple that I don't notice. I might want to ask that question, like, what did I do to push you away? I might not have picked it up. I could have just been doing what my everyday 1, 2, and then I did 3, but I'm so in the zone that I don't notice it.
Right. But we do, because when you in a traditional relationship, it become mundane. It become routine. Boredom create disdain. Boredom create, you know what I'm saying? Disharmony. Boredom. That's what I learned. And I ain't need nobody else to tell me that. Like, as I sat back and analyzed myself, and like I just told you, look, I was just working. I wasn't even taking care of myself. Really, like, I wasn't really trying to make myself appealing. Like, and you can't do that in a relationship. Like, you can't not make yourself appealing. Like, you have to continue to work on yourself. Even if I was, like, whatever, but you have to really take into account what you represent when you do that, if you do that, I think.
Oh, okay.
And I think that if you forget about who you are, if you forget about you, in the midst of loving somebody else, they're going to forget about you.
Wow, that's deep.
That's why self-service is important. And I mean, I learned this afterwards, but this is what I got. This is the closure that I got from this. You know what I'm saying? This is where love school comes from. Like, love school comes from this going through something like obligatory love. Because obligatory love teach you a whole bunch of stuff. Love out of obligation. Ooh. It creates so much resentment. And that's what all these provider guys was back in the day. Because I asked my dad this question. I said, what did you want to do before you had kids? He was like, I wanted to be a singer. Why you never do that shit, Pop? I had kids. I said, damn. That's probably why you be looking at us all crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because you resent us because you did what you did out of obligation to us, but not out of obligation to what it is that you want to do. He was like, no, I love y'all, da. Yeah, but it's obligatory. He's like, no. I was like, so why you never made no music? You can make that shit today, you know? You're like, oh, we tired, you know, you got to cop out. But, you know, obligatory love is deep. We don't see it. It's something new. Like, what I be saying be so new, people don't be really get they saying shit. I be talking in circles, but it can be square for real.
Wait, it can be square for real. Okay. Well, some people, you know, they don't put names on everything. They just do. And that's probably, you know, where your father was coming from. That is the role of a father. We have a lot of men out here who are not fathers. That was his role, and that's what he did. And he didn't think about it being an obligation for him to do so because he was being a man and a father to you. So I feel it. One up, Pops. I likes that. I likes that.
Shout out, Big Pop.
Yeah, shout out. That's what's up.
But those are some of the good things that you should be, you know, when you're thinking about, like, anytime you're thinking about creating a bond with somebody, and we're not even talking about relationships no more, because we know like relationships don't work if you don't have a bond.
Absolutely.
Not gonna lie. So we're talking about building bonds now, and relationship is gardening, because this shit is always popping up in the relationship as you go along. So you gotta always go in there and clean the weeds out, and so that your relationship can grow. A healthy relationship.
We got a bond, right? You and I, we have a bond.
We got a bond that go back, way back before I got divorced twice.
You said twice?
Yeah. Well, neither one of my marriages actually count, because the first one I got an annulment. It was like 4 months. And this one was like almost 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think I'm out of the race for a marriage. Right?
Oh, no. I think you got one more in you. You do, and it's probably it's probably gonna work for real. I think you got one more. Yeah.
You said what that shade tree mechanic say. It's probably gonna work, bro.
No.
Start it up. It's probably gonna work. Start it up.
No. No. Seriously, I think you have a lot to offer, and I think that you are open to receive. So it just depends. Right. I mean, you know, when I was trying to holler at you, you should have just, we'd have been better off. Now let me stop.
Right. You right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Would you have been good.
Did were you catching any of that when I was, you know,
trying to shoot your shot?
Yeah, when I was trying to shoot my shot. Did you pick up on it?
I mean, I was over there, you know. I was at the house. I was cleaning and fixing stuff and painting, and putting down floors in the bathroom.
I know, right?
I was being of use value to you. You feel me? I was over there,
and that's a huge plus. That's a huge plus when you can find a man on my side anyway that, you know, help you with the things that you actually need, not that you want. And at that time, I needed that towel. Do you know I still got that towel?
Yeah, for real. Huh?
Oh my goodness.
I come through and be me. But as far as like just picking up on the vibes, I think like I had like a different type of idea of person in my head that I wanted to be with, right? You know what I'm saying? I think it came more so just from the trauma that I've seen my mother deal with, as far as like being alone after her and my dad got divorced. It was really hard for her to be like by herself. And it was so hard for her to be by herself that she never even tried to be with nobody else. You know what I'm saying? She had a couple of boyfriends. They didn't stay long type of deals, but she never really tried to be with anyone else. You know what I'm saying? And I think I was more so, like, I came in like this, I put on this fake cape, right? Like you said, Captain Saber, right?
Yeah.
Like, try to come in. Uncle Project Pat said, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Here I go. My uncle then already told me, you know what I'm saying? He said, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Right? Here I am, running in. No, let me save you. But for real though. I think that was something that a lot of men deal with. Like they look for women like their moms based on how their mom was treated, or maybe even women look for they have father issues and stuff like that. These are things that you gotta kind of consider. You know what I mean? When you bonding, and even when you marrying, like you gotta kind of consider, like when you marrying somebody, like does their family align with your family? Because like toxic codependency is one thing, but toxic family situations is a whole other thing. Like
That's
you
true.
coming into a toxic family where there's no men, you know what I'm saying, and all the women is around and you the only man, and then this woman about to try to have a marriage and a family for the no unmarried women,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then everybody got an opinion.
Yeah, that's a different.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a different party.
And then a woman feels like she has to give up her family to be with you. Then what's the point of being married to her? Because being married is you get a family, and then y'all come together, y'all can open a restaurant, or y'all can open a business, or y'all can buy some land. You know what I'm saying? Like the benefit. This is true benefits of marriage. Like you married to get somebody land, like to get you in the country to expound on what you got. Like it don't make sense to marry somebody for them to be completely lonely with nobody.
Well, see, you got to think all families are not. They don't have that bond. I mean, just because they blood,
Right.
I can go on and on about
Right.
fake family, plastic families, or whatever you want to call it. They're there because that's your blood, but are they really your family? I mean, from the definition of the word, nah.
With family. And I think that's where it starts. Like, so it's like if I was talking to somebody, and you only can apply things, and I'm saying this like because you can only apply things if you were taking care of somebody you love, like your daughter, son. You would be telling them something different. You would be like, look, what that family do? Let's meet them. This how this shit was back in the day, right? You would actually meet the family. You would be like, oh yeah, cause kids, they just like what they like, right? You just like what you like. But
Right.
Are you looking for, what are you looking for? Like marriage should be about business. That's what it end up being about. Like it'd be about business. Cause when you go get the marriage license and do it the traditional way, it's business. And if you ain't getting no business, then it don't benefit you. Like it benefits you better to be single. So I'm talking about business, technically, money wise, like when you filing and all that. If you broke, y'all get married, y'all marrying for love, y'all broke. It don't really help you and no benefit to file together.
Well,
Yeah. Now, if you got businesses and you growing your businesses, it's going to help you to file together because you get, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got properties, different properties. You can file head, she can file head over there. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference then.
Well, everybody don't know that. They don't have that level to know that any marriage, any type of, well, I ain't gonna say any type of relationship, but a lot of relationships are based on some type of business. If you are married to a person and you have to give up a dowry, that's business. That's an exchange. That's a contract.
Well, that's an investment. It's definitely an investment, but
Absolutely.
Inside the relationship, even though you're making an establishment for a part of the relationship to be about business, it doesn't have to be transactional love.
So we hitting on Go ahead.
See what I'm saying? It becomes transactional love because then it'd be like, well, if you ain't paying bills, you can't get no, you know what I'm saying, where the PUSS walk. You know what I'm saying? Well, if you don't pay this, you can't get this. If you don't do this, you can't get that. It become about transactions. You ain't doing it. I want to go on trips. We ain't taking enough trips. Yo, what is we going on trips for? Like we going there to buy land? Are we going there to buy property? Are we going there? What are we going on the trip for, love? I want to go eat chicken wings and drink liquor for 7 days. Okay, we going on a frivolous trip, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm having fun.
I want to wake up to some water.
I just want to wake up and waste money for 7 days. That's what I want to do. I want to waste resources. Okay, you want to waste resources. I got it. Let's do that. But, all right, let's do this first so that we can accumulate this so that we can do this and then we can accumulate to be able to waste the resource because you just want to waste it, right? You just want to do something that doesn't, because you can go relax at it. You can go see water at the lake.
Did you really say that? Did you say you can go and see water at the lake? Oh my goodness!
You can literally get an Airbnb in Bradenton. You think you would just be on a weekend of a staycation. You know what I'm calling a staycation. It's where you stay in your city, but you go and get an Airbnb in the suburbs. Not just there though. Rocky River, they got Airbnb all on the lake. You know what I'm saying? You get where you can just drive 20 minutes, right? And just spend the weekend, go to the grocery store, right? Sit on the back patio, look at the water, all that. You're not even at home, right? You ain't hearing a gunshot. You might still hear some, but it's cool. Nobody's safe, right? It's no safe. It's America, no safe zone, right?
Yeah. So
the transaction,
staycation,
so the transactional love, yeah. Staycations is cool too. Yeah. Staycation is where you just go across town. You just stay at a, you know what I'm saying, Airbnb on the lake. You know what I mean? It's probably like whatever you stay for 3 days. You know how they got the limits you got to do.
Wow. Okay, so I got my self-sex service, different forms, although there could be more. Obligatory love, transactional love, not spending frivolously.
The frivolous resource spender.
Right. I like to do that from time to time, in all honesty.
And I like wasting a bunch of resources, right?
Yeah, sometimes. You'll feel it when you get back.
Right.
You'll feel it when you get back, but while you there, hey, you kicking it. You having fun. Yeah. Right. That's what's up. Well, we have come to the end of this week's episode. I want to first thank you for listening to the insanity that crosses our minds. To those who partake and entertain in my conversations, without you, there will be no hanging out with Hayzel. To Platinum Way Ray and Mac of the Tracks, we're looking out for my dope beat. And last but not least, shout out to my other half for making this possible. Because at the end of the day, she is I and I am her. If you thought this show was interesting, be sure to tune in to next week's episode and tell a friend. Support the movement. All things Hayzelgreene. Find my books on Amazon.com. Follow, listen, and like at Hayzelgreene.com. Hayzelgreene on Facebook and Hayzelgreene216 on IG. 2 fingers. And I'm out. Hey.